I never believed in mysticism. I believed in fatigue, in the system failure, in human error. I work as a night moderator for a company that processes recordings from home security cameras across the United States. In short, people install cameras in their homes, and if the system finds something strange, the file is sent to people like me. My job is to see if this is a real threat. Usually it is. Spiders in front of the lens. Cats jumping on the door. A neighbor who mixed up houses. Children who talk in their sleep. The worst thing I've seen in 3 years of work was a man who forgot that he had installed the camera himself and was afraid of his own reflection. People are afraid of the dark. But darkness almost always has an explanation. Almost. 2:41 a.m. The night shift is always the same. Empty office. Only the blue light of the monitors and the hum of the air conditioner. I've been working from home for half a year. The company allowed the remote format after the pandemic. My apartment is small. 1 room. The corridor is narrow, with a carpet that I wanted to throw away for a long time. On the wall hangs an old painting with a lighthouse. It remained from the previous tenant. I was sitting at my laptop with headphones on and watching the next clips. Next. 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 2:47. The new file opened automatically. Title: clip_7781_unknown_source. Strange. Usually the system signs the camera brand or serial number. I looked at the metadata. Location: not available. Device: unknown. Date. I frowned. This almost does not happen. The video has begun. Black and white. Night vision. A little grainy. The camera was installed high in the corner of the ceiling. The viewing angle is a narrow corridor. I almost pressed skip. And froze. Because I knew this corridor. At first I thought I was just tired. When you look at hundreds of houses, your brain starts looking for familiar things. All American apartments are a bit similar. But here, painting with a beacon. The same scratch on the baseboard. An old light switch with a yellow tint of plastic. And the carpet. My carpet. I looked up from the screen and slowly turned my head to the side. My corridor. The same picture. The same switch. I was shivering at the cold. No, I whispered to myself. It's impossible. I don't have cameras. I've never installed any. I hate the idea that someone can watch me. I checked the metadata again. Nothing. The file was not linked to any client. He just existed. It was dark in the video. The lights in the hallway are off. Silence. I automatically checked the clock on the player panel. Midnight. The recording began with complete darkness. Then the click. The light turned on in the video. I left the room. I felt the skin on my hands covered with goosebumps. It was me. The same t-shirt. The same sports pants. Even a small coffee stain on the left sleeve. I looked down. I was wearing the same t-shirt. But something was wrong. Movements. I in the video move slower. It's like someone who learns to walk. It's like the body doesn't fully obey. He went out into the corridor. And froze. The head tilted slightly. As if he was listening to something outside the door. I took off my headphones. It was quiet in my apartment. Too quiet. In the video, I stood still for almost a minute. Then 3 knocks. Took. 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 Def. Uniform. Not at the door. And like, from inside the door. I felt my heart start to beat faster. And then, took. 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 From my corridor. I wasn't breathing. It was the same intervals. The same pause between strokes. I slowly got up from my chair. The floor under his feet seemed cold. Knocking again. 3 times. In the video, I pulled my hand to the doorknob. Slowly. As if he didn't want to. As if something was forcing me. I whispered, "Don't open. Don't open." But I on the screen didn't hear me. His fingers touched the pen. And the door opened. Slowly. Creak. The darkness behind them was thick. As if there was no staircase behind the door. As if there was nothing there. And then something happened that I can't explain even now. They knocked from the darkness. From within the darkness. To meet him. I slammed the laptop shut. Just instinctively. The screen went out. The room was plunged into semi-darkness. I stood in the middle of the kitchen and listened. Silence. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe a neighbor. Maybe a pipe. I took a step towards the corridor, and he heard a whisper. My voice. Don't open. I froze, because I didn't say. The whisper repeated. Quieter. Closer. Don't open. I slowly turned to the laptop. The screen lit up again. The file continued. But now the timer went backwards. 3 minutes and 12 seconds. 3 minutes and 11 seconds. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. In the video, I stood in front of the darkness. And from the darkness a figure began to appear. Not clear. Like a shadow. But she moved as if she knew where she was going. I felt it wasn't a record of the past. Not a prediction of the future. This is another attempt. And I watch her repeat. Suddenly, I realized something more terrible. There was no camera in the video. I never installed it. But the viewing angle was perfect. As if she had always been there. It's like she's been watching for years. The timer was approaching 2 minutes and 47 seconds. The time I opened this file. When I first saw him. And then I understood the rule. The file starts the moment I run it. And it ends the moment I open the door. The knock sounded again. 3 times. Closer. In the video, I turned my head. I looked straight into the camera. His eyes were darker, deeper, and he whispered, You've already opened. I felt my chest empty, because I didn't remember to open it. But suddenly, a picture flashed in my head. I'm standing at the door. I open them. Darkness. And the feeling that something is coming past me. Not through the door. Because of me. I faltered. And then I understood. Maybe I've already opened. Many times. And every time the memory is erased. But the file remains. The timer showed 9 seconds. In the video, the eye again pulled my hand to the handle. In reality, took, took, took. I shouted, No. And he walked away from the door. The timer stopped. Hung. 3 seconds. The knocking stopped. The darkness behind the door became ordinary darkness. The whisper disappeared. I'm sitting now. 3:12. The file is still open. The timer does not move. He froze in 3 seconds. I'm afraid to close it. Because if I close, maybe it will all start over again. If you watch it as a video, and suddenly you will hear 3 knocks at night, do not open, even if you hear yourself on the other side. Because maybe it's not someone who wants to come in. Maybe it's something that wants to come out.